Good morning, everybody. Dave Schmidt along with Matt Nestor and our producer Spencer today. Let's move into some high school stuff here. We're going to be talking right now with the new athletic director at Christian Life High School, Justin Sheley. He's also the head basketball coach there. He just took over in the month of June. And first of all, good to have you on today. And I'm sure you've been pretty busy the last few weeks, haven't you, Justin?
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for having me on this morning. Definitely been a very busy summer, I'll tell you that.
I guess the first thing we look at is, just with the football program there, obviously you've got the athletic director job because Coach Ambrogio stepped down and, also left his post there with the football team. You have brought a coach in. How tough is that, just at that point in the season to lose a football coach, try to find one and try to scramble to get all that together before we, probably get started with practices here soon?
Yeah, going into this process, it was a concern. I didn't know how tough it was going to be to find that right guy. I had a chance to meet Bill Shepard along with some other candidates. It's just been awesome having Bill come in. That's made it so much easier, his experience, and, he's made the transition definitely easier on myself as athletic director. Normally, the month of June kind of belongs to basketball at our school. Month of July, we really kick off football. So we're not really falling that far behind because we're getting right into it this month.
Coach Shepard does have a lot of experience. What is he going to bring to the program, and is it helping having that experience to be able to kind of pick up where Coach Ambrogio left off?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it will definitely. You're always going to miss a guy like Tony. Tony's a great guy. He's bringing a ton of experience over at Jefferson. He's going to help them tremendously this year. But Bill, he's already doing it. He's already brought it. He's in there every day already, making plans, making changes, just making the program his own, which is exactly what we needed.
One of the issues we've been seeing with a lot of schools, even schools like Boylan, whose enrollment's gone down, is enrollment. How is the enrollment looking for this year after some of those down years where you've lost a few kids over there at Christian Life?
Yeah, enrollment is definitely a continuing issue. I don't think we're the only private school facing that, but it's a big concern. It's looking like numbers are going to be about what they were last year. So we've kind of plateaued. Hopefully that's the bottom, and we'll start to see some increase in enrollment. That's the plan. But yeah, numbers are a factor, and that's kind of the big thing that we're trying to figure out right now is numbers for us.
How does that affect some of the sports? With you as the athletic director, I know last year there were some sports on the girls' side that ended up being dropped. Are there any concerns for any other sports right now just because of lower enrollment and maybe trying to get kids out and things like that?
Right now, all sports are a go for the fall. We're going to field every team. I'm still kind of analyzing the spring and, how many girl sports we have compared to the girl athletes in the school. Those are things I have to look at realistically. But the big thing for us right now is we got to realize, our kids are athletes. They're going to play multiple sports. That's what we need to succeed. If we have kids that are just playing one sport and that's it, that's good that that's what they care and specialize in. But a school our size with our enrollment, what benefits us the most is that kid that plays, football and basketball, or football and then baseball in the spring. That's really helping us out.
So are you looking at bringing back girls soccer and girls softball, or are those kind of still on the not going to be competing this year?
Yeah, those. I'm definitely looking to bring them back. I'm hoping to have a soccer hire in the next week or so that would take on our boys and girls soccer program. We have a ton of soccer talent in the middle school and elementary levels, and the numbers there have been great and had good success in those levels. So I anticipate those programs growing and being healthy. Still trying to analyze girls softball in the spring and figure out what the direction we need to go there. But yeah, I definitely anticipate trying to have those teams, back to normal. Hopefully last year was the anomaly. And then we'll continue to have girls track.
Obviously we got a little while before the season starts for baseball, but have you had any looks at baseball coaches?
We have. Yeah, we've already started the interview process there. Paul Sanchez has done a great job at Christian Life. We kind of knew going into this year with Eli, his son, senior year, this was going to be his last year coaching. So that wasn't really a surprise to us. So we've been preparing for that. So we've had a few candidates, and you're right, it's still kind of off in the future, but hopefully we'll get that name soon and get that person focused on the upcoming season.
You know, a lot of people say, it's just athletics, who cares? But I think for a school, even especially a small private school, that the athletics plays a big part in keeping students wanting to come to school. So it is a big issue for you, and so you're working pretty hard on it right now to keep it going. Have people been supportive and been helping you out? Maybe that's probably going to be a process. Maybe we'll see an upswing when it gets all done.
Yeah, absolutely. And I couldn't agree with you more. I think, not only our school, but especially a school our size, athletics is huge. I mean, it drives a lot of things. We're going to keep kids running track. Kids, a lot of that's going to be because of the athletic programs that we're able to have. And yeah, parents have been great. People have been great at the school, stepping up, already volunteering their time and efforts. We have a lot of people that care about Christian Life Athletics, and they're going to make sure, we continue to grow and succeed.
When we look at your sport, basketball, your team had a very good season last year, but going to be losing some players off that team. What do you see as you guys have kind of gone through a lot of the summer stuff here? What do you see coming up through your program?
Yeah, I'm very excited about the basketball program, and we're in a healthy spot right now. We had 27 guys on the team at the beginning of last year, and that was after some cuts. We're hoping there might be a chance to play 3 levels this year. That's the numbers we're looking at. We play some freshman games, some JV and varsity. I lost 4 seniors and 4 incredible guys that I'm going to miss, but if our program is healthy, we plug the next group in, we carry on, and we do have a lot of young talent come up through the ranks.
And you got that young gun, too. He's going to be a sophomore this year. I love watching Trey play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Trey's been all over the place this summer working hard, just like the rest of the guys. So, I'm excited to see them come together as a group and step into those shoes, because they got some big shoes to fill.
What do you see with the football program? I know that's coming up here soon. Obviously they've graduated some good players too. And, obviously in a sport like football where their numbers were a little bit lower, they can kind of have an impact. What do they have coming up through there that you've seen?
Yeah, we definitely have a strong senior class. We got some guys that have been a part of some very successful program seasons here. I mean, 2 years ago, undefeated, won the first playoff game. These guys were a part of that. So they know what it's like to operate on a team that has had success, and they're not letting that expectation drop. Despite the numbers, we are looking at a good number of guys. I'm encouraging all my basketball players to come out and play football. I think that's what it's going to take. Is get a good group out there, and under Bill's direction, I think we can compete well.
In the Northeastern Athletic Conference, you guys are adding South Beloit, so you'll have another rivalry within shooting distance here. That's got to be kind of fun for your kids too, doesn't it, this year?
Yeah, I'm very excited about having South Beloit in the conference. I think that's going to be a great potential for a good rivalry there. I mean, just from my perspective in basketball, the last few years, we've had some great competition with them. We've had some, tough regional games, and, especially with them so close to us. We love that, get the fans out, and I think it's going to be a good thing for everyone.
How tough is it playing in that conference? Not just from a competition standpoint, but some of the travel and things like that, and trying to organize some of those things to get those conference games in.
Yeah, I don't know if it's tough. I don't know if I've known any different.
Yeah.
We travel, maybe an hour and a half to Aurora, but that's a good quality game for us. Those times, those travels, those experiences with the guys, it's important to me, it's important to them, so I don't know if we see it as a negative thing. Would it be nice to play every game in our backyard? Yeah, it probably would be.
I like that conference because that conference is a bunch of survivors. Without that conference, some schools would be out there as independents, and that's no fun, is it?
Yeah, no, I've been very happy. I've been at Christian Life for 4 years, so that's my experience with the MAC. And I've been very happy with the conference. It's been great getting to know the athletic directors better and work with them. And everyone's, it's a great conference to be in.
A lot of, public versus private debates, things like that. And, some schools get affected differently than others. But from a private school perspective, how do you guys view some of the things like the success factors and things like that?
It's tough. I know they're trying to level the playing field with private versus public. My mindset is, I tell the boys, I don't know if, from year to year, hey, if we're competing in 1A regionals or we're competing in 2A regionals, you want to beat the best, right? So, if we play tougher teams, we play better competition, I see it as a positive. I'm trying to prepare these boys. I got boys who want to play college athletics. We play tough competition that's good for everyone.
And, Coach, I know you have a famous brother-in-law over there at North Love, graduated. Where's Bryce going to be going to school, Bryce Nelson? Does he pick a school out yet? I know he was talking about it.
Yep, Bryce is going to Maranatha University up in Watertown, Wisconsin. So it's the same school his sister went to. She's a 1,000-point scorer for their team. They won a national championship. So he's kind of carrying on that legacy.
He's going to play a little basketball up there, isn't he?
He's going to play some basketball. So I'm very excited to hopefully make it up there a few times to see him play.
You played at North Love. How did you like that experience over there? I love going to North Love to watch a basketball game. That's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, it's funny you speak about playing in the NAC and all the travel. I guess growing up at North Love, to me, driving an hour and a half to Aurora is nothing compared to 3 hours down to play someone in Indiana. That's what we were facing in the IACS. But no, I had a great experience there. I wouldn't take it back. I have a great relationship to this day with Tony Kelly. So he's the principal, athletic director, and coach over there. Does it all. So no, I had a great experience there.
What's on your docket?
Wouldn't trade it for anything, I guess.
Let's say what's on your docket here for the rest of the summer with being an athletic director?
I'm just kind of getting my mind wrapped around everything within the athletic program. It's been good that I've been the assistant AD for the last 2 years, so I have a good feel of what needs to be done and how to do things. But just definitely taking on that larger role. We're doing a sponsorship program throughout the school for the sports program, so I'm working on that. Working on getting all my coaches under contract and all the schedules done. Just the basic day-to-day stuff.
We've been talking today with Justin Sheley, the new AD at Christian Life. He's also the basketball coach there. Thanks for coming on today, Justin, and continued good luck. And hopefully things will get into a regular groove. And as the season starts, we'll be keeping an eye, okay?
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Dave.
Mm-hmm. We've been talking to Justin Sheley, the athletic director at Christian Life. And, when you got under 200 kids,
it's tough. And you kind of heard him talk about he's trying to encourage his basketball players to go. Because I do know that there were some the last few years, some of the basketball players that weren't playing out there and, in football and, because obviously you just got to try to get the numbers up. Their numbers last year were pretty low. Maybe 20, 22 kids.
They had 20 on the roster, and then Adam got hurt, Ambrogio. They were down like 15 or 16. That's tough in high school football.
It's very, very tough. So you talk about trying to get these kids out to play multiple sports. You can maybe help fill out a football team to maybe 25, 26 kids doing it that way. Which still is low, but at the level they're playing at, you can get by with that. That's very comparable to some of those other smaller schools. You talk about trying to fill out a baseball team and a basketball team and, trying to bring back some other sports. And, you just have to get everybody participating in everything if you can.
And, colleges are bringing football. Small colleges are bringing football because they get students on campus. High school sports at a school that size is a big deal.
It is. It's a very big deal.
So when you have to cut sports, that cuts down on maybe who the kids are coming. So you got to be real careful with that.
And there's absolutely probably some kids that are going there for the athletic programs and things like that. Sure, they're getting the education and all that too, and it's a good setup. But a lot of them are going there for opportunity and things like that they might not be afforded at another school. Not that they don't have those teams at another school, but, maybe you're just fighting against a bunch of kids or, whatever the case may be. And so, for some kids, that's what those schools are about, are the athletics.